welcome the master of mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is Robot Wars. This is the All-Star Championship with the 12 most feared, most ferocious, most fierce robots in the whole of Britain going to battle against each other. No new boys, no messing, and no mercy! Oh, yes. Tonight sees the first of two heats to crown a brand new king of carnage. So prepare for hell as we let the wars begin.
Craig, only one machine will survive tonight's first All-Stars heat. Will it be Terahertz, Tornado, or Dan Tom Gear, Bigger Brother, S3, or Firestorm? So, the first of our two All-Star heats featuring the best of the best. Our favourite, most destructive robots in the UK Championships. The crowd is certainly going to get what they came for. Let's start with round one.
From Oxford in Oxfordshire, Terahertz.
This creates terror and hurts.
Well, the hot news from the hits is that the Terahertz is more bonkers than it was before. Now, that's slightly because of the extra weight here on the axe. Can you remember just how bonkers it was? How does it work?
So we've got the main gas tanks where the gap is here.
Yeah.
They fit in there. That pumps up the buffer tanks on top. Lots of buffer tanks on each side.
Which
And
then...
that can be dumped really quickly into the huge ram at the back. So that gives it its speed.
So what can you do to the opposition? I mean, this is a scary robot.
Yeah, we've got the extra weight, so we're hoping to knock a few more holes in them.
Yeah. And new team members, which slightly makes me worry that the whole thing's just going to go out of control.
Yeah, probably.
Highly aggressive with strong armour, bad attitude. It now has raised armour as well. The axe is mighty, and John Reed's team is highly experienced.
From Chertsey in Surrey, Dan Tomke.
Black and yellow, nature's warning colour.
Now, Dan Tomke, named after?
Daniel Thompson Kerr, my three kids.
Your three beautiful children.
Oh, they are.
OK, underneath here, lurking, what's that?
That's a pneumatic tail that we have to hold the robot. It holds the front down, and last time we were out, it failed when we fought Razor.
The thing is, I don't think you'll care about that fine-tuning once you're in there with Terahertz, because Terahertz is absolutely bonkers.
They are.
We'll see you then. Good luck.
Thank you.
Fast, agile, with a full pressure flipper and full-bodied spinner capability. It's aggressive and has a proven track record for its design and construction. Good, interesting robot, this.
From Sawtrey in Cambridgeshire, Tornado.
Reigning UK champions, never blows cold, always a blast.
Now, you're famous for your interchangeable weapons, and
Yes.
I've noticed there's a spinning disc underneath that now, but is that what you're going to use in the first round?
Given our opponents, we
Yes.
think we'd use our scoop.
A scoop.
A scoop.
Hardly sounds threatening, does it? I use a scoop to dish out the cat food.
This scoop, you wouldn't want to put your cat near.
A four-wheel drive pusher with the interchangeable weapons bay. Very powerful, very manoeuvrable, but the drivetrain has been unreliable in the past.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams in the pods. Dan Tomke there on the left, Captain Michael Lambert, and Andrew Marchant, captain in the Tornado team on the right. And all alone, John Reed's Terahertz boys. In the arena for the house robots, Shunt with the bulldozer, and Sergeant Bash's flamethrower.
3, 2, 1.
The All-Stars Championship gets underway then. The very, very best machines from the years of combat in this Robot Wars arena, like Tornado, Terahertz, which I think inadvertently has released the spinning disc. There it is, look, spinning away. Dan Tomke, too strong to be thrown away by the centrifugal force. And now pinning Terahertz against the arena side wall. They can get their flipper to work, and they can! They can leave Terahertz teetering on the brink of oblivion! 7.7 kilos then of terahertz machinery was left hanging in the balance. I think John Reed is stunned by that. Down comes his axe. Tornado has had a watching brief thus far, it seems to me. From this melee, 2 robots will go through to round 2. So the first to fall is out of the All-Stars. And look at terahertz, surviving and now back on the attack on Tornado. There's the pit. You'll see it slowly descend. I think it was Dan Tom Keir that scuttled across the arena to press the pit release button. Pit, 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 they cry. They're mean and merciless. They're worse than the robots. Dan Tom Keir trying to get in underneath. Terahertz there. Can they control their machine? Away from danger. Tornado backing away. Dodge the attack of Sergeant Bash. Tornado again, looking for terahertz. Dan Tomke and Tornado have ganged up, it seems, on John Reed's machine. Much improved machine, I have to say. But at the moment, it's taking a lot of punishment, and out comes Shunt with the diamond-tipped axe coming down. Terahertz a bit of a piggyback. And taking punishment here from Shunt, look. Straight through that transparent armament. And Terahertz is being shunted backwards and forth. Sergeant Bash is in there. Tornado has been gripped by Bash in the CPZ, the corner patrol zone. Bossed by the house robots. Terahertz is in all sorts of trouble. Tornado is as well. The first robot deemed immobilized by the judges in the pit, out of the arena, goes. It's Terahertz, going, gone. They're out of the All-Stars. And Dan Tomkier and Tornado survive this fight. How much damage has Bash done to Tornado, though? For later on, I wonder. They're delighted. So are the survivors. John Reed's team absolutely gutted.
Tactics! Terahertz ganged up on, pushed into the pit. So I guess Dan Tomkier and Tornado, the UK champions, they go through!
Well, this was not the result I expected.
That was very close.
Absolutely bonkers you were. What was the key to the damage, though? What was the disaster?
Well, the main problem, I think we had one of our regulators shook loose. The nut came loose, so we lost gas. So we ran out of gas very early on.
So, how'd you feel?
Gutted? No, disappointed.
Embarrassed?
Slightly. Could have done better.
Yeah.
Try harder.
Yeah.
You have to, Terahertz. Tornado and Dan Tom Keir surviving. Next up, Firestorm, Bigger Brother, and S3.
From Langley Moor in Durham, Firestorm 4th.
Third, twice in a row in the UK Championships, now even more durable.
Okay, Firestorm, we know you've got that phenomenal flipper, but there's, look, a little piece of steel to it.
A little addition, yeah.
Yes.
Hardened
How's
steel
that going to
plate.
help?
Well, what it'll do, because the lead's aluminium, and it was to a sharp edge, we always used to pick up damage. So we hope by adding this, we should reduce the damage that we get, which will keep us nice and low to the ground. Should be able to get under people easier.
Right, now you're renowned for being cool, but this could be really embarrassing if you went out first, couldn't it? 'Cause there's all those champions in there.
Yeah, it's always the most nervous part of the competition, not wanting to go out in the first round. You always want to get at least through the first phase.
Yeah.
A wedge-shaped machine with a pneumatic forward hinge flipper, two-wheel drive and unique active differential, powerful, excellent manoeuvrability, 3 times UK Championship Grand Finalist.
From Brighton in East Sussex, Bigger Brother.
Right now, the Watts family should know what about Robot Wars?
Right, Bigger Brother team. Is that a secret weapon I see?
No.
Joe, who's that?
Pink Rabbit.
And why? Why is he there? What's he going to do?
He's just there for a badge of honour.
A badge of honour. You're going to take him out before you go in, though, aren't you? Now, are you going to take the opponents out? More to the point.
So as miles away with Pink Rabbit. Of course we are. We beat S3 in Series 5. Never fought Firestorm. So there's only one going out.
And it shouldn't be you. Ellie, what are you going to do to them?
We're going to crash them and bash them.
That's what we want from Robot Wars.
Previous UK Championship Grand Finalist, this self-styled nightmare in metal has a huge CO2 flipper, 12 miles an hour top speeds, and according to the Watts family, no weaknesses.
Oh, like that.